Hey guys, I'm Adam, Leeds Fest Sunday, and I've got Playing House with me today. How are we doing, guys?
Hi. Yeah, good.
Are you doing good? I'm doing good. So, what are your thoughts on the festival so far on this end? I know you played Reading the other day, so how's Leeds compare?
Banger. We're not going to pick a favourite, but
Leeds is the best.
it's very nice. It is lovely.
Leeds.
Yeah, very nice.
No worries. So, you as guys are part of like the BBC introducing setup. How important is it for bands to have that setup and that facility there to play these festivals and these shows and be on the radio and have everything kind of thrown at you?
It's amazing. Like we've been talking about it all weekend. Like we are on that poster. Like we're like the third name. Oh, not that one actually. Oh, there we are. Yeah, we are. There.
We're there.
But like it's like, you know, for a new band, like getting that kind of like exposure. We've been on Radio 1 now. We've been like all over BBC 6. Like it just makes such a huge difference, you know, kind of having people champion you. And
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it's very validating. It makes you feel. It does make you feel very valued for the work that we do. So, yeah.
Great stuff. So, who would you say were like your must-see bands over the entire weekend? Like, what kind of sets have you been trying to check out?
so we got a little bit of Eminem last night, which was like, yeah, we're all 25, 26, so that was important for us. But tonight it's Everything, Everything and Glass Animals, like two of our favourite bands. Like Everything, Everything are one of our biggest influences. So.
I did see them yesterday as well, actually.
Awesome.
Fickle Friends as well, and they were amazing.
Yeah, and we chatted to them. They're the loveliest people, so
Awesome.
they're bangers.
So for people that haven't heard you, haven't checked you out, how would you describe like your set, your live sound, and everything you put onto stage?
It's like, well, we call it art pop. So it's kind of like, it's ridiculously poppy, really catchy, really good for dancing to, which I suppose is fun for festivals.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of weird. Like we talk about things that maybe aren't normally in pop music, and we pick like the more kind of strange or difficult subjects to talk about. But yeah, kind of talking headsy, wild beastsy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you'd seen, but before the festival, Melvin Ben, who runs the festival, launched a new scheme called Rebalance, which is to kind of get more females included in music, be that in bands or in like the production side. Do you feel like this is an issue that needed addressing right now? And have you guys ever like witnessed anything firsthand?
Yeah. I don't want to mention it because it's gross. But like, yeah, like we know, like when we go to a rehearsal studio, like for example, the toilets, that there's no facilities for women. Let's put it that way. Like we notice it all the time, don't we?
Yeah, it's every day. And having worked in the music industry, I've been a musician for years, and it's really skewed towards men, like hugely.
Yeah, I mean, like no one ever they like the fact. Obviously, we're both singers, so but like we discuss. We're quite a political band, so we talk about things all the time. And you know, like you're only validated as a female musician if you're a singer. We both sing, so we don't really help that situation.
But we also play instruments.
But we play instruments, yeah. Like you know, there's female drummers, there's female bass players like you, there's female guitarists like me. Like yeah, it's crap, but like it will change, and it is changing. So
That's it, yeah.
It's really good that he's doing this.
It sounds very cool.
It's a really awesome scheme. So like, if you haven't heard about it, check it out. Like the stuff that he's trying to put into it. So what kind of plans do you guys got for the rest of the year, like music-wise, tour-wise?
Yeah, well, we've been working so quickly and so hard, I suppose. We released like our first EP in 2016, our second one this year, and then went on a massive tour. We've done 20-something tour dates already, like just off the back of a couple of EPs. So we're going to go into the studio and make 3 singles, and then go off probably on a big tour. But basically, the next year is just going to be entirely down to these new songs that we've been working on, which are already finished. So we're going to have like maybe a week break.
Yeah, there's going to be a little break, and then there's going to be a little quiet before the storm, and then a massive explosion.
That's it, just full on, everything thrown at us at once.
Yeah, from January, everything's going to be quite good.
Awesome. So what would you say is your favourite part and like your worst part of going into the studio and recording?
You hate the studio, don't you? We love it. But you
I like my part where I get to play, and then all the other parts I don't really like. I find it very boring.
Yeah, we're totally opposite. Like we are the most like clinical people, and we love it. I'm a massive dick. Yeah.
No, not you. Izzy.
Oh, Izzy. Yeah, you. Yeah.
Just only cares about the page.
Because I do it in one take, and they all take like 20.
Yeah, apart from your backing vocals. No, yeah, we love it. Like I think like you write a song and like performing it is totally different. But when you make a record, like that's you being like, this is how it should sound. This is how you should feel when you hear it. Like that's what you are a musician for, surely. You know, making something that connects.
You're proud
with
of
people,
them. Yeah, exactly that.
And in terms of favourite moments, I think it is that first moment of hearing it all together and starting to sound like a thing.
Yeah.
And going, oh wow, this is becoming. It's like making a little child.
Which we do all the time. Also, our producer is from Leeds. It's
Awesome.
Richard Formby, so the guy who did Wild Beasts and Ghost Poet and stuff like that. And so yeah, we made our record in Leeds. So
That's
awesome.
why we have so much Leeds love.
that's
it,
the
man.
Leeds love, yeah.
Definitely. So what would you say, like, your influences at the moment, and is there anything that you want to experiment with? Like, is there anything you see in bands doing and you're going, we could maybe try a bit of that? Like,
Yeah, I think like we've recently kind of, from making that record with Richard Formby, we started bringing in a sampler and not doing everything kind of like, we experimented with sounds and stuff. It's not just like a keyboard, it's like, it's quite electronic, and I suppose that's coming more into our music. But this new record, I think it's kind of, we've really worked out what we want to do in terms of like electronics versus guitar. And I think we've seen a lot of bands who either go like, oh, we're a synth band, or oh, we're a guitar band, whereas we're not really in that thing. So we're just going to carry on doing what we're doing.
We're very much in the middle. We have a bit of
it's
both.
your own sound, that's it. Yeah.
Hopefully. We'll see.
It is now, we'll see. So going back to like your touring and playing shows, what would you say is your most embarrassing moment at a show or at a festival?
I don't know. Nothing too embarrassing has happened. So what are you thinking of? Can you whisper it in my ear before you say it?
The other day, actually. We did a gig the other day that was, we maybe had a few too many drinks.
Oh God, yeah, I called her daddy on stage. she went to me
Brilliant.
I was like, we were absolutely wasted. It was like our last London show before like this, and we were like were celebrating, and we got too drunk before we played, and then I was like, Izzy, can you pass me my drink? And she was like, something like, only if you say please, daddy. And like this was like an hour before or something, so I must have had it in my head. So I was like, Izzy, can you pass me my drink? And she went, yeah. And she went, what do you say? Like over the mic, and I went, please, daddy. And then everyone was like,
What?
so actually, everyone in the room was a lesbian, so actually it worked out really well.
But we did actually play very well that gig. It was,
we played well.
It was
Pulled
actually a really good gig.
I mean,
It's just the banter maybe.
yeah, I cried for like 10 minutes. Like I was just laughing for like
Everyone
10,
loved
15 minutes. Yeah, they did
Everyone
like
loved it. I thought it was great.
it. Yeah,
Brilliant. So
personal highlight.
what kind of advice would you give to people that are maybe looking at starting bands and trying to get the kind of level where you guys are now, where you're on the radio, you're playing tours, you're playing the festivals, you got your music out, and you're just out there doing your own thing?
Go for BBC introducing. Like it really is. Like I know every band says it, but it's just ridiculous. Like we submitted our EP that we kind of made ourselves with this guy called Paul Tipler. Like it was very hands-on. Like, and Tom Robinson loved us. He now is out. He calls himself Uncle Tom, which is pretty nice. And like he just gets behind you. And like Sophie Little now, like they really care about what you're doing, and they really go for it. And then otherwise, also, just don't be a douche. Like we work really hard. Like we work really, really hard. We do 6 out of 7 nights. All of us are on time. We never get wasted. Like when we're writing songs, only at gigs, obviously. So, yeah.
I think that's acceptable, though, man.
But yeah, like really take it seriously. If you're going to do it, like do it properly. Like, yeah.
Also, I think, you, as you were saying, just do it properly. You need to just do it, make it happen, plan what you want to happen, and then just do it. Just make a record at your own expense, and
put your money into it. Put like everything you're thinking into it. Like make best mates with the people you're doing it with, and like just do it, take it properly. Like,
Awesome. Well, finally, have you got any final messages for anybody watching back at home?
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
We're probably going to come to Leeds next year. So yeah, January. Bye.
Nice one. Thanks so much for your time, guys, and enjoy the rest of the festival.
Cheers. Thanks.